I'll just say, if you'll pardon the pun, it seems like we're really popping off here. All right, thanks guys. We'll have the biggest in just a second.
All right.
Biggest Paw Paw, who will it be?
You'll soon find out. All right. We're about to announce. Do you want to?
This is the largest local Paw Paw from here in Pawpaw, Illinois. But we're going to go from smallest to biggest, and the prize that we are awarding is a $30 gift certificate to the Beaver Den restaurant. Check them out. They've got a prime rib special tonight. Highly recommended. Okay, so in 10th place, we've got John and Stephanie Prentice with a 169 gram or 6.0 ounce Paw Paw. All right. The Edwards family. Both of these, I should mention, are on our tour stops. So check out the maps and check out the tram rides. So the Edwards family with a 193 gram or 6.8 ounce Paw Paw. Give them a big hand. Next up, Barb Anthony, also a tour stop, folks, they're growing Paw Paws. She's got a 199 gram Paw Paw at 7 ounces. So that's 8th place. Moving up, Scott Schlesinger with a 207 gram, 7.3 ounce Paw Paw. Round of applause. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Woo! Okay, Rich Terre, who's over here at the tent, big proponent of Paw Paws, helping folks grow them for years. He's got a 7.5 ounce or 212 gram Paw Paw. Getting bigger. So, 5th place, Karen Velocity. 227 grams, 8.0 ounces, and I think she had bigger fruit, but sadly it didn't make it to this festival, but I entered one in her name at the Indiana Paw Paw Festival, and you can see those results on my YouTube channel. So 227 grams, 8.0 ounces on Karen's Paw Paw. And thank you to Karen so much for helping us publicize this event. Another Paw Paw resident, all these are Paw Paw residents, by the way, Rob Gravengood and his wife Barb, and who have submitted some Paw Paws from their trees that we'll have for sample later. 8.4 ounces and 239 grams, or I should say or, not and. So 8.4 ounces or 239 grams if you're into the metric system. Okay, my mic cord is a little short, so do this real carefully here. Okay, so 3rd place, Irene Hansen, 262 grams, 9.2 ounces.
Yay, Irene!
Okay, so 262 grams, 9.2 ounces. 2nd place, Kevin Larimore, also a tour stop Paw Paw person, 9.7 ounces, 276 grams. And the biggest local Paw Paws, new Paw Paw Illinois residents moved here about a month ago, I believe, 291 grams, 10.3 ounces. Kipp Lykins and Jane Fox. Big hand for those guys. They've also got wild Paw Paws that they've let us take out for the festival. Yeah, I see him there. Hey, there's Kipp back there. Kipp and Jane, why don't you come up here and get your gift card? Come on up. Come on up. So they've got a bunch of wild Paw Paws that we were able to collect, myself and Neil Rogers and Sean and Kipp and Jane. They were so gracious enough to let us have some, and we'll have some of those available, I think, at our once we start doing the frozen pulp tasting around 2 o'clock. So they are the winners of the $30 gift certificate to the Beaver Den restaurant, and they are the biggest local Paw Paw. Again, 291 ounces, 291 grams, 10.3 ounces. All right, big hand.
Woohoo!
All right.
We're moving in the opposite direction this time, so smallest to biggest this way. And these are from out of town in the competition, just for a biggest. So I'm just going to start with the smallest out of town. Can you scoot that one over? Yep. So let's see here. What is that? Okay, so in 11th place, we've got a Mr. Kubina from Morris, Illinois. 7.6 ounces, 216 grams.
That's a beautiful pawpaw.
Song Cheris, I hope I'm getting that right. At Chai Pawpaws on Instagram. At Chai Pawpaws. Check them out. 233 grams, 233 grams, 8.2 ounces, and this one came from southwestern Michigan. It is a wild one. Big hand. We've got Dan G, or Dang, from the Chicago area. 8.4 ounces, 239 grams.
Woo, Dang!
Yeah, Dan, thanks for coming out. We've got, next up, John Prentice from Sycamore, Illinois. Check him out. He's got Paw Paw ties to share.
Prendergast.
What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. John Prendergast. My mistake. Prendergast from Sycamore, Illinois. He's got a Paw Paw pie to share under the picnic shelter there. Go say hi to John. 8.8 ounces, 249 grams. So what have we got? The 7th place.
Oh, tie.
Is this?
This is a tie.
Okay, so tied for 7th place, myself at 9.1 ounces and 258 grams. Yes, don't. My wife is booing me up here. All right, so 258 grams, 9.1 ounces, and also we have one of the exact same size from Eric Lichtenberger. Mine is from seed. Eric's is wild from Southern Illinois. He's also here. He's got Paw Paw cookies and other delights. He's at the nearest corner of the picnic shelter. Go check him out. So he's also at 258 grams, 9.1 ounces. Thank you. All right, moving along. From Funks Grove, Illinois, and Funks Grove maple syrup. We're all out of their wild fruit, but we do have their Paw Paw frozen puree pulp available. Talk to Josh Dodge in the picnic shelter about that if you're interested in frozen pulp for baking. They have a 267 gram Paw Paw, 9.5 ounces. So check them out. They're great folks. They've been very generous letting me talk to Paw Paws with them and help them get their native growth that's in amongst their maple syruping area to consumers. So in 5th place, we've got Matthew Ledger from Albany, Wisconsin, with a 308 gram, 10.9 ounce fruit. It is a Stark Brothers seedling tree. So this is not a cultivar tree. This is a seedling tree from Stark Brothers that Matthew has grown. He also has grafted cultivars. He's under the picnic shelter as well. He's got trees available. Check him out. Yes, thank you. Okay, this guy here is frozen solid. He's stuck to the plate. He's 12.0 ounces, 339 grams. That is my friend Doug Fell from Terre, Haute, Indiana. He supplied some of the frozen pulp that we'll be tasting later today at 2 o'clock. Big hand for Doug. He can't be here, but we wish him the best and thank him for sharing his fruit with us. In 3rd place, a late entry from Paul Liu, who brought this all the way from Red Fern Farm in Iowa. They grow a lot of cultivar fruits. I'm not sure which one this is, or if this is, it's labeled E23, so I'm assuming this is maybe one of their seedlings that have promising fruit. But it is at 409 grams, 13.4 ounces. Paul Liu, thank you for bringing those out from Red Fern Farm in Iowa. Go see him. He's got fruit for sale. He's got trees. He's got other plants and seeds. Big aficionado, and thanks to Paul for coming out and bringing all those fruit all the way from Iowa. And we've got another one here This is second place. This is from Larry Sibley, brought at the Tollgate Gardens and Nursery. Larry Sibley was my guru that taught, my Paw Paw guru that taught me how to do grafting early on. And Craig Nolan brought fruits from them. Craig's got promising seedlings and fruit for sale. Check him out.
Michigan.
Michigan, all the way from Bellevue, Michigan. That fruit is 451 grams, 15.8 ounces, and they get bigger. Not much, but they do get bigger. The first place Paw Paw that we've got here at the festival goes to Bob Johnson, Red Fern Farms in Peru, Indiana. He's got a bunch of Paw Paw cultivars for sale. He's got a whole orchard in a low area near a river. It's producing nicely. Bob does Paw Paw pulping and puree. He's got all sorts of great stuff. He's a cool guy, and his Paw Paw weighs 1 pound, 5.4 ounces, 606 grams. Big hand for Bob. We're going to give him a Project Paw Paw hat, and Adam D'Angelo from Project Paw Paw, which is a crowd-funded effort to breed new Paw Paw cultivars, is going to talk next as soon as we can clear the area and get him up here. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for coming out, everybody. It's a lovely day, and I'm so glad to see you all here. And thanks again to the Paw Paw Lions for sponsoring this wonderful event.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
The King Paw Paw. We are crowning it now, the biggest Paw Paw at the festival, from Bob Johnson.
Royalty.
There you have it, folks. Thanks again.